Well, hey there, guys. It's Leslie with LuvINK&Paper. Just move a little of that stuff out of the way. There. I am happy to be here with you on this Tuesday evening. So I posted a few times today on the LuvINK&Paper page. I'm not sure how many of you saw some of those posts, but man, is stuff flying off the shelves at Stampin' Up. Okay, so with the discounted pricing that started today, things are just going like hotcakes. Now, the things that tend to go fastest are paper, cardstock, ink refills, things like that, especially of those retiring colors. The big bundles of stamp pads, the big bundles of re-inkers. I actually toyed with putting those bundles of re-inkers on my, on my order this morning, and then decided not to, which was fine. I concentrated on new stuff, so that's something that you want to make sure that you will want to be around on. I'm just a minute early, so I'm just going to chat a minute. You'll want to be around on Thursday. I'm not sure what time, because it will depend on when UPS arrives. Sometimes when it's a 2-day delivery, they come along earlier. Sometimes I have to wait. So it just kind of depends. But as soon as they arrive at my house, I will be here, and I will be sharing with you what is in the box. I did not go hog wild, but I will say that I was really glad to have, I had $260 in product credits that I had earned for sales and having people join my team and that sort of thing during celebration. That's another one of the little perks that we get as demonstrators. We earn free product, which is really cool. So anyway, I got about half of my order with product credits. So that'll give you some idea about how big the box is likely to be. And yeah, so I'm pretty excited. I'm also excited because my friend Doreen It Begins with Ink and Paper is her Facebook page, and she does a fun fold every Friday evening at 6. She and I got together this weekend, and we organized what we think is going to be a really great week-long catalog launch for you guys that first week of May. It starts the day the catalog goes live. On Tuesday the 2nd, she is going to do a catalog tour at 6 o'clock. Then I am going to do my regular 7 o'clock live that will feature, I forgot which one we said I was going to do. I think the birthday one. I think it's the birthday suite that I said I would do first. And then on Wednesday, May 3rd, I'm going to be live at 6 o'clock, and she's going to be live at 7 o'clock. And then on Thursday, I'm also going to be live at 6 o'clock, and she's going to be live at 7 o'clock. And then on Friday, she's going to be live at 6 o'clock, and I may come down to the studio to do a live, or I may film it earlier in the day. I have to see how things are going. Then there's a wellness kind of fair, I guess, being held at the church at the head of the square on Saturday, May 6th. And we all know, right? We all know that creativity and being creative and creating cards or scrapbook pages or art or poured enamel or whatever we do, baking, knitting, crocheting, all those creative endeavors are good for our mental health. And so that is one of the things that I want to encourage. So I will be at that fair on May 6th. So I encourage you to swing in and say hi. All right. So lots going on in the next month or so. Big and exciting things. Okay. Also, my next monthly class is on April 12th. So a week from tomorrow. The deadline to register, I wasn't even thinking, and I made it Easter Sunday. So probably, I mean, if the electronic link will stay open through Easter Sunday, but I highly recommend that you go ahead and register sooner than that, and I will make sure that we have everything we need. So you may note that this is a different host code. It may look the same to you because they're always just a bunch of letters and numbers, but this particular one starts with KGP, and it is new for the month of April. Okay, so that's great. So are you loving these little butterflies? Yeah, we're going to create using a couple of retiring products. Okay, one of them is the Butterfly Kisses designer series paper. That's probably glaring something fierce for you guys. I'm not sure I have all the sheets, but I do have some of them open. I didn't want to open that package. I hand cut, so I spent my afternoon hand cutting some of the butterflies out of the designer series paper. So this paper, these ones you could cut out. These also, I think, fit the dies. I think, maybe the dies fit the big ones that I did. These little ones, though, you could hand cut out. Okay, some fresh freesia. So this paper would be great. The Parakeet Party. Okay, and let me just check what that blue is. I think it's Night of Navy. Nope, Starry Sky. Close. Starry Sky. A little more fresh freesia here. And there's those big butterflies. I cut some of those out. Let's see if I have one here. Did I use up all the ones that I used? Yep, I think I did. There, you'll see them. Oh, here's one. Right there. So I just hand cut those out. Okay. Cute little daisies with that. We're definitely using that print. The Calypso Coral and the Parakeet Party and the pretty Starry Sky background. Okay, more little butterflies with some flowers with the Calypso Coral, and that lighter color is Petal Pink. And then we have these fresh freesia and Calypso Coral butterflies with all kinds of different colored little hearts on the back. So that is that pretty paper, and it coordinates beautifully with another retiring product, and these are on sale, I think significantly, if I remember correctly. So these are the Tea Boutique cards and envelopes, and you know what, let me just see if I can grab my list here, because I think it's right at the top. Hang on one second. Yep, right at the top. They're 60% off, so you can get a set of 10 note cards and 10 envelopes for $4. You guys, that's a steal. I should probably order some just because they didn't only go with the Tea Boutique suite. They went with all kinds of great stuff. So we're going to be using some of those. All right. So yeah, $4, a steal. Telling you. I'm going to use a bunch of these greetings. I liked a lot of them. I marked this one retired because I'm thinking I might keep this one. Inspired Thoughts is retiring, but I love so many of these. Okay, sheltering you with love at a time when words fall short. I specifically know that I should have used that on a card for a friend of mine. Thinking of you on your special day could be anything, right? Your special day could be your anniversary. It could be your birthday. It could be a graduation. It could be about a million things. All right. It's your time to be remembered, to feel appreciated, and to know you're celebrated. Just a fun thing. You make a difference every day. Just a simple hello. So this one is one that I'm probably going to hang on to just because I can, you know. I also have one of these out. I think I grabbed this one because I wanted a nice big bold greeting. Okay. All right. So that's what I've got. So let me see. Do we have? Oh, we do have a few friends. Hello, Melanie. All right. So here is one of those note cards. It's the Sweet Sorbet version. Okay. It's got little. They almost look like asterisks or flowers or something. Very faint on there. Let me grab my bone folder because this needs a good crease. These are the kind of cards that when you crease them, when you really burnish that crease well, they do stay closed much better. So I know I've shown you guys this before. All right, where'd my little baggie go? Ah, here it is. So I know I've showed you guys this before, and there's some that are retired and whatever. I keep a little baggie of, you know, like if I have a scrap of white or something and I'm die cutting or whatever, I just keep the little pieces or I punch them or whatever, just so that I have them when I go to make a card. I have these little things. So I grabbed this baggie today and found this in there. And I said, oh, that's nice. I like that. Now, we could do this as a horizontal card, and we could have the butterfly go this way, and I could probably, yep, get that nice big greeting on there. And let's do that. And let's do it in Starry Sky, because I think that'll be a nice contrast off of, because we've got the Starry Sky here, and I think it'll be a nice contrast for that. So let's ink this up. I'm just so happy for you, right? Like, you could be happy for somebody for a million reasons. There we go. Ooh, so pretty. That came out just lovely. All right, so then we kind of wiggle this around till we get the butterfly where we want it. Okay, like that, I think. And then we'll just put it together. First of all, I'm going to cover that. Then I'm going to clean this ink pad, this stamp, so I don't end up with ink on the wrong color stamp pad, because that would be bad. I love Starry Sky, but I certainly don't want it on my Fresh Freesia pad. All right, so then we'll just flip that over so that won't get mucky. All right, let's put this down flat, I think, with my adhesive. Okay, and really with these pattern note cards, you don't have to do a whole lot. I mean, you can make some really cute cards really fast. Now, before we get going too far on this, let's see if I have a little scrap paper. Oh, goodness. Well, thought I had one right here. Oh, I do. I do. Okay. There we go. I knew it couldn't have gone too far. So let's grab a Wink of Stella, because everything needs a little shimmer and sparkle, especially a butterfly. Okay, so we'll just give this butterfly a little shimmer. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. Yeah, that is going to be pretty, pretty. All right. If you're out there, Barbara Lash, I hope you're glad that I'm using my Winky. Just saying. Gotta use it. Okay, let's give that just a second to dry. Fly, little butterfly. Okay. Then we will add some dimensionals to the back of that. One up on the big wings. One in a little ways on the lower wings. That should do it. Okay. I'll take those off. Okay. And we'll just stick that right there. And ta-da! Done. See how cute? Easy. Get these note cards, you guys. Get them before they're gone. Just saying. All right. What's next here? Oh, okay. So this one, we're going to use a different kind of butterfly. They also need some Wink-O-Stella, so let's just get that done quickly. Okay. Just going to give them a quick bit of shimmer. These are some that I die cut from those. Remember when we did those watercolor butterflies a couple weeks ago? Yeah. And I had these sitting on my table. And I said, oh, I could use those. And I thought the blue and the yellow looked great with the Tahitian Tide note card. So those Tea Boutique note cards are in the 5 what were new last year in colors, the Tahitian Tide, the Parakeet Party. Let's see if I can do them all. Tahitian Tide, Parakeet Party, Sweet Sorbet, Orchid Oasis, and Starry Sky. Did I already say that one? No, I think I got them all. Okay. Anyway, so we've got some butterflies like this. You know what? We're going to have you go this way and you go this way. Whoops. Can't have you falling off the edge of the card. So our butterflies have to stay on our card. Right? Okay. I'll probably put those up on dimensionals. And then we need just a little greeting. So let's see, I didn't get out that little hello, but let's get that out because it will fit just nicely there. Or, hold on, let's do a quick little, I have some masks. So let's use our Memento Black because I think that will look good. Let's ink up. Okay, we're going to cover up the so much. All right. Like that. And I'm going to just take that off of there for a second. And I'm going to ink up the thank you. Okay, so you want to check. I see wet ink, and so we'll take that off. And we'll start that. Let's see how we do. It's really hard that I can't get directly over this. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. So then we'll clean that really well. Okay. Then I have to dry it on my pants. Okay. Otherwise this wouldn't stick. And then we'll stick that. We'll ink up the so much. Okay. So now we have so much. I'll push you out of the way. And how do we do? Ha! Not perfect, but It's pretty darn good. And do I have a clean sponge is the question here. What's on you? Oh, nothing. All right, so let's grab, I think that Starry Sky again, because that'll be a nice contrast. And we'll just quick give these edges, which will also highlight that stitching. So this was a stitched rectangle, or it could have been one of the pieces that comes out of the picture this dies. I think those are going too. I'm probably going to keep mine. But anyway, all right. There we go. And let's put the greeting on flat with my adhesive. Okay. Up here. This corner, oh yeah, I like that. There we go. Okay, and then we'll add some dimensionals. I think just to the blue butterfly. I think this one we're gonna go ahead and do flat. I'm gonna really, this is watercolor paper, so it's heavy and it's a little warpy. So I'm going to put a lot of adhesive. Normally I don't need that much. And I think I'm going to cover the corner of that just a tiny bit. Just like that. And then put this one up on dimensionals. So I just thought it would be fun for tonight to make a few cards and show you how quick and easy the note cards. There's several sets. I believe the Texture Chic ones are also on the retired list. I'm not sure if those are on sale or not. Let me just see if I can find them really super quick. They would be back here with the paper. Okay, today is the day. Yes, Texture Chic Memories and More cards and envelopes. Those are also on sale, but not quite as much, but they are on sale for $7.20 for 20 cards and envelopes. So again, a really good deal. Okay, so if you haven't used some of these note cards and envelopes, they're a nice size and they are super fun to use. And there we go. And there's another. Now, I could put a little ribbon or jazz it up. Let's see, I've got pearls right here. Let's use those. I'm going to take off the dried putty off of my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to squeeze I'm just going to squeeze out enough. See how it started? Now I've got to release the pressure. Okay, once I get a little bead of that putty out, then I have to release the pressure, because if I keep it squeezed on, it's just it's gonna keep coming. Okay, so I just needed enough to get my pearls. So let's put one up here and one down over here and one down here by this butterfly too. Whoops, there we go. Oh, I lost most of that putty. That's not good. I will put just a tiny bit more out. There we go. Okay. All right, so a little tiny bit of bling, a greeting, and some kind of a stamped image or die cut image or something, and you've got a great little card. Okay. All right, next. Let's see if I think I have, we're going to have to hustle. 1, 2, 3 more after this, and this one's super fast and easy. All right, so I think I wanted to use this long, skinny, let me just see if this one, oh, this one will fit. I want to use this one. Sending healing thoughts your way. All right, so a little strip of paper, okay, a little bit of designer series paper. I could go this way. Yeah, that's not too busy. I think I like that better than the yellow flowers, honestly, on this particular card, now that I look at it. Hope you guys agree. If you don't, get your own and make some cards and send them to somebody, you know, like just... Okay, there we go. All right, then we will stamp this in... I don't like stamping in light ink like Fresh Freesia. It's too light, I think. All right, so let's put this, sending healing thoughts your way. Okay, I love this stamp set. All right, let's cover this up before I have black everywhere. That's never a good thing. Okay, let's put that up on dimensionals. Okay, and I think this used the something lovely pick-a-punch or something like that. And so anyway, let's put this here. And I think what I'll do is put that one this way and this one that way. And that way I can support this one just a little bit. So what I'll do is put a tiny bit of adhesive on that part of the wing, because that's going to set on here. And that will disguise the fact that I did not do such a great job centering that. You know, it happens. There's no mistakes, right? We just have creative opportunities. And so now we will just put this like that. Oh, it's not. Hang on, come back up. There we go. I'm just trying to make sure that that is inside. I don't want it to get bent. Okay, there we go. And then we'll put some dimensionals on this one as well. Why not? I think I have told you guys about that. Why not, said Mrs. McGillicuddy. That is from Mike Mulligan and his Steam Shovel, which was a favorite book at our house. All right. There we go. And then we'll go this way with this one. And we'll make sure that that antenna is not out past the edge of the card. And again, you could add some little bling, okay? We could put one up here. You could put one over here. I didn't even make it be in a center of one of the flowers, because when I do that, I feel like I've got to then do all of them, and there's a lot of flowers, so I didn't want to do that. And let's do one down here near the greeting. Okay. Ta-da! I know, right? So fast. Let me bring that back. Quick embellishment, fussy cut or die cut an image, a little bit of designer series paper, and a greeting on a pre-printed card. You are good to go. All right? Okay. All right. So now we have this one. So there's more of that pretty paper, the Fresh Freesia card base. I'm going to give that a good crease because that appears to be trying to flop open. There we go. So this is just, I just cut the 6x6 paper down to 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And we'll just add that to the card front. I know there are people out there that do it, that cover the entire card front. So they do a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of designer series paper, and they make it go all the way. Honestly, at that point, just make this your card base and line it with white or something to give it stability. It makes no sense to me to do that. All right. So let's put, oh, I love this. Remember, it's your time to be celebrated. Wish I had brought Calypso Coral, but I didn't, so we'll use black. I know, right? That seems weird. Jump from Calypso Coral to black, but I think it'll work out well. All right, let's put this here. I am going to stand up here in a second and see if I have any comments or questions that you need answered. And if you do, make sure you get them in there so I can see them. And if I can't see them, which sometimes happens if they've scrolled too far, just know that when I get home, I will go through all of these. All right, so we're going to put this layer up because it will create a really pretty shadow. All right, so we'll flip you over and put some dimensionals here. Dimensionals are absolutely the best. I'm just saying. They are such a quick, easy, and I count them sort of as an embellishment because they really do add a little something to your card making. All right, so we're going to, do I want this cattywampus? How brave am I tonight? Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Okay. I forgot where I heard that. I used to always call it kitty corner. And then I heard somebody call this angle or whatever, put it on there, cattywampus. And I went, oh, that's an interesting word. I kind of like that word. So now I've been using that. All right, so we'll put that this way, and then we'll put our butterfly going the other way. Oh, yeah, I like that. Yep. Woo, glad I did that. Oh, Barbara Lash, did you see I almost forgot to give this butterfly its shimmer? Oh, silly Leslie. Okay, let's shine this butterfly right up. Okay. A little sparkle on those wings, because we know those butterflies in real life have shimmer on those scales. Did you know they're individual little scales? Yeah, they are. Anyway, something I learned in when I was working in 3rd grade. We do an insect unit, and so yeah. All right, and then the butterflies. The butterfly, singular, just one. We will get, but I do not need this many. It is not going to fly off my card, I promise, but it just felt that I wanted it well supported, so it, especially because it's thin designer series paper, and I didn't want it to you know, arrive crushed or something. So that looks nice. Yeah, I like that. Now, since more of the flowers are covered this time, I think I will, when I put mine on here, do them as flower centers, because I can do 2 up there, and then I'll do 1 down here near the greeting. Okay. Sometimes I go for 5, but usually 3. You do, I know we've talked about this before, that sort of rule of thirds, or the odd, your eyes tend to like things in odd numbers. So there's that. All right, before we do the last 2 really quick, I'm going to just pop up. These colors are springy, aren't they, Kathy? This green is like that first green that you see. So I'm so glad that you're here. All right, so let's, so this is the Starry Sky one. And I had been thinking, and I think I still will, phone folder, there it is. Did you guys know that when you fold something like this, even if it's pre-scored, you should start in the middle and go up and down? Because if you start at one end, you can inadvertently twist it and have it end up crooked. Okay? So there's your helpful Helpful hint for tonight. All right, I decided that when I cut something that I was using, I said, ooh, that's a cute little inside and it matches my butterfly. So let's put that on the inside of the card. So I'm going to I didn't decorate all of them, but some of them I did. So I'm going to just take my snips and I'm holding it very carefully. You know what I should? Hang on. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this one. So I'm going to do the adhesive all the way to about there, and I think that's going to get me right where I want to be and not end up with sticky scissors. When I was doing Stamp Club with the 1st and 2nd graders at Simon's school, they would, I used to bring my totes, and one of my totes had all my scissors in it. And one little kid, he goes, Mrs. Percival, you have a lot of scissors. I said, yes, you are right. I do have a lot of scissors, and they all have a job. And so I pulled out my paper snips. I said, these are only for cutting paper. And back then we carried our craft and rubber scissors because we used to have to cut out our stamps. Do you guys remember having to do that? Have you been stamping long enough to remember that? Oh my gosh, that was the worst. Talk about a buzzkill when you got a whole bunch of new stamp sets, then you're like, ugh, now I got to cut them all out. So anyway, we used to have to do that. And then I had my ribbon scissors, okay, because we had those for a while too. Big, beautiful ribbon scissors, which look like fabric shears, no lie. Anyway, so I showed him and I said, and there's a rule. None of the scissors get to do anybody else's job. So the paper scissors are only for paper, these big scissors are only for ribbon, and the sticky scissors are only for sticky things. So anyway, he thought that was very interesting that I had all those scissors. Okay, so we have a shiny, shimmery, beautiful butterfly. We have our nice big greeting block, and we have our note card with some decoration. All right, so I was thinking I would do this I'm just so happy for you, but if we do a smaller greeting in the center of that, I can have 2 butterflies. I can have one here and one going this way, like that, with a smaller greeting, thinking of you on your special day. Nope. Well, we could have lots of butterflies and a small one and still get the pretty. Okay, that's what we're doing. Don't you love when a plan comes together? And we're going to use the Starry Sky ink. Okay. See, sometimes you just have to go with it. You just have to go, ooh, yeah, ooh, Leslie. Do you see sometimes you get that little edge, and if you're not careful when you stamp it, you could end up with a halo. So I am going to just very carefully. So if you always kind of look at your stamps before you actually stamp them, you can catch a lot of those would-be creative opportunities. Not mistakes, right, Barbara? So you can catch those before they happen if you just pay attention, right? So if you just look at your stamps before you go putting them on the paper, you can catch some of those. Okay. All right. So now we need to shimmer up a couple more butterflies here. All right. So I'm not sure if any of you have any questions about the emails or posts I've done recently. I did do one where I mentioned, maybe it was last Tuesday, and I mentioned that certain things are going up in price when the new catalog comes out, okay, in May. So there may be things that you want to stock up on. I think we talked about clear blocks. I think we talked about cardstock and envelopes. All of those kinds of things you may want to stock up on so that you get them at the lower price. Okay. I am working on something I've seen some other demonstrators do, and I don't generally just follow along just to follow along, but I may be cutting some of my paper and embellishments and things and making some surprise bags and including those in orders of new orders from the new catalog. For orders over a certain amount, and I haven't decided yet what that amount will be. Not sure if it will be $50 or $75 or whatever. I'm also looking at doing a in-color club. Okay, so you could theoretically choose to get one of the new in-colors, so get the paper, the marker, that kind of thing, of one of the new colors every month for 5 months, so that you paid a little at a time. Or if you're somebody that just has to have them right now, there will be that option too. All right. So I'm looking at possibly doing that. Oh, I am so happy. Whoops, you should have gone up. How hard did I press you down? Not too hard. Okay, I can move you a little bit. And I can move you. Oh, yeah. Oops, you know what? You should have come down a little bit. Okay, whoa. Thank goodness our adhesive gives you just a second. Or maybe a little bit more than a second to move around a little bit. I think we're going to put this one up on dimensionals. So anyway, be thinking about that, because the new colors are not like anything we've had certainly in a long, long time, if we ever had anything similar. The wild wheat reminds me a tiny bit of, gosh, what was that color called? We had one way long ago that was called more mustard, and we had another one, marigold something. Anyway, well, I'm liking those. Oh, I have an idea of my 3. I know just what I want to do. I'm going to put one pearl at the top of each butterfly, kind of as their head. I think that'll look all right. Yeah, I like that. Okay. All right, last one, and then, ooh, yikes, we are running late tonight. Sorry about that, guys. I really do try to keep these Tuesday nights to a half an hour. So I do apologize. I should have done a little bit more of this ahead of time. So again, I do apologize for running a little long tonight, but we're just going to quick finish up this last card, and before I head home, I will take pictures of all of them and post some. and see how that goes. All right. There we go. All right. So this is the Orchid Oasis card base of that group. And let's go, whoops, just hit my light. There we go. Now, I liked this on the front, kind of like, okay, here's the grass and here's the sky. I thought that was kind of cool. And then I thought we'll just put this little bit in the inside real quick, like that. And oh, I gotta put a little bit more there because I forgot I had already trimmed this one, or pretty much trimmed it. Funny how paper trimmers are not all, like they don't all go exactly the way you think they're going to. All right, let's add this. I caught my sleeve, there we go. Okay, and get this nice and flush with the bottom edge, like that. Okay, and I liked this particular butterfly because the flowers were like the negative of this. Anyway, let's put that over there. And what are we going to put on here? I thought one of these was small enough. Hang on. Gotta get my head. That's going to be tight, but let's try it. So we'll stamp in the Orchid Oasis and see. And if it doesn't work, I got my bag of shapes. We'll just grab something else real quick. But I thought this might work. Oh, whew. Yikes, that was close. Just perfect. Okay. Since I want the butterfly to look like it's flying, well, I guess you could be up on dimensionals as well, right? Sure, why not? Look at this. We're going through almost a whole sheet of dimensionals just in one evening. But that's because I use them quite liberally. Like I probably didn't need 4 on this, but I just wanted sort of each corner, they're not corners, each side to have its own support. Can't remember what that die was from. All right, I'm going to give you some dimensionals. There we go. And then as soon as we get this on, we will be good to go. And I will do a little peek and see if anybody needs, that was asking questions or anything. So if you have any questions about any of the retiring stuff, let me know. There, let's put all of our cards. I'm not sure I can get them all in the picture. We have this one, and that one, and this one. So there's the 5 that come in that package, and then we did this extra little sort of bonus fresh freesia one. So happy and springy. I'm so glad. Right, Vicki? So much easier now that we don't have to cut all that rubber. All right. Hey, guys, thanks so much for hanging in there. I know we went a little bit long, but do message me or email me or whatever if you have any questions or comments or concerns about anything regarding the new product. And be sure to be watching for me to be live on Thursday so you can see all my new goodies. I'm going to unpack the box while you're watching. Okay? All right. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.